All right, metal nerds, welcome back to another episode of That Metal Podcast. I'm Wolfman Dave,
This is Eric.
and this is episode 197 of That Metal Podcast. And today we're going to be talking about our Metal on a Budget, the $30 challenge. Um, we had briefly talked about this in the last time we got together, uh, and we set up some ground rules, which we'll talk about in a bit. Uh, but let's talk about the big news right now with Ozzy retiring, um, bowing out. Uh, how did you see any clips? I know I didn't watch it. You didn't watch it.
No, I didn't watch it. Um, First of all, it was about time.
Yeah, yeah,
A bit overdue, to be honest.
yeah.
A bit later, and probably he wouldn't have been able to do it. But yeah, I watched a few clips. I didn't watch everything. There's some highlights and some really cool stuff.
Mhm.
There's some other things, but what about you? How much have you watched of it?
Again, I've only seen uh clips and a lot of I want to say people on Instagram who um have their own channels. Some of them went to this event. Some of their clips, some from actually Black Sabbath, you know.
Yeah,
And yeah, I think that it was. I think how everything went down was really cool. In terms of each band kind of doing a cover, and then Ozzy doing his thing. Again, we're talking about this where don't expect him to be like he was when he was younger. And again, that's
yeah,
probably one of the main reasons why I chose not to watch it, is kind of remembering him, seeing him like that. So I know a lot of people were really sad and I think it's bittersweet, I think.
for sure. Yeah, and you're right. That's just the topic we were talking about last time about holding them to their standards of the youth.
Exactly.
And yeah, I mean, sure, it's exciting, it's fun, it's a bit sad, in different ways,
Mhm.
but that's not exactly a reason I chose not to watch it. But I can see why you chose that.
Yeah. And I mean, people were saying that it was awesome, that it was great. I know there was a little bit of um I think when everyone left the stage or something like that, there was like a big fuss about it. But they left Ozzy by himself, and that wasn't actually accurate. It was the way the streaming was edited. I think the stream, the way they edited, they made it seem like he was left by himself.
Okay.
But some of them actually came back and gave him a cake, I believe. That's something like that. So I thought that was pretty fun. I don't know why I thought it would have been cool for him to like just get a fucking plastic bat again and just bite
I
it.
know, right?
You know, I think one of my friends was like, I'm hoping, or who was it saying that? I'm hoping he turns into fucking bats and disappears. Like I was like, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, no. There were
But
lots of jokes as
yeah,
well
yeah, there
at
were.
his expense and
Yeah,
just in general, but yeah.
yeah. I mean, the undertones here also are other things that people talked about was Sharon, uh,
Yeah,
possibly being another cash grab again.
for
Because
sure.
I know she was saying something that somebody was cut from the event.
Yeah, it was the
Uh,
drummer that played with Dio.
oh yes.
Forgot his name.
I don't know if I think it was one of the Apices, no?
Yeah,
And I don't know if she was saying that they're not doing it for money, but people were saying, well, why were you selling posters for 50 fucking dollars? And or I don't know.
even the
It's
live stream for like $30 and
oh shit, okay. Yeah.
yeah. That's the main reason I chose not to. Just because it
Yeah.
wasn't just
Yeah.
the show, like the event, the festival, the people that paid to be there.
Yeah.
Everyone that watch it wanted to watch it online was like a $30 fee, like which I think it's a bit steep for an event of this size, with so many people worldwide watching.
Yeah. Were there any complaints of the live stream not working or anything like that, or it worked fairly well?
I didn't see any complaints, and I would have guessed if that happened for something like this, yeah, people would have been pissed.
Oh yeah, dude. Especially spending that amount of cash
Yeah,
on it.
for sure.
But let's move on to our main topic.
Yeah.
All right. So metal on a budget. We
Yeah,
said,
instead of spending $30 on the stream, we spent it elsewhere.
yeah, that's how it that's how it ended up happening, right? $30 on physical media instead. So let's go down some of the rules that we decided on, right? So first of all, we decided $30 budget,
Yeah,
one vinyl, at least
at
one
least.
vinyl. Uh the I guess the amount of albums, right? Uh
Hmm.
the condition and quality, value based on Discogs, we went with the median value for,
Correct.
yeah. And a lot of them, actually not that many of them. On some of them I double checked because I wanted to make sure that I had the correct
The
pressing
the
or
code and pressing and
yes. So
everything. Yeah.
I double checked everything and make sure that it was correct because there was one that I was like, "Oh shit, $41." And I was like, "That doesn't make sense." So I went and I checked and it was like a lot a lot less, but it was still a good value.
Yeah.
Um and so yeah, I suppose we can do um each place that we had gone to, I suppose, right? And we can take turns in that regard. So I went to four different places. Uh and so then how many places did you visit that you were successful?
I went too many.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about this during the week. We had pretty different experiences.
Oh, hardcore,
But
dude.
yeah, but I think it's part of it, and it's a good thing to make note, right, about this kind of
Oh yeah, for
challenges.
sure.
I went to over 10 different spots in general.
Fuck.
And the end, I ended up buying from, let me make a quick count. Oh, I have it here.
Hmm.
Was one, two, three, four, five, five different spots that I actually made a purchase, I think,
Yeah.
which at the end of the day is not that different from yours.
Hmm.
One extra spot, but I went to a lot that I didn't end up buying anything.
Right. And then also, what else? We couldn't order online,
Nope.
had to be in person. And so that's how it went down. Um, all right. So do you want to
Yeah.
start first?
All right. I don't know if this was the first spot you went to, but it was the first one I went to.
Okay.
And we met each other there for a brief uh,
Yeah.
time. It
Yeah.
was a Scarate flea market.
Right.
It's one of the steel, one of the biggest flea markets, and one of the few that still have like the second-hand feel
Yes.
to it in the area.
Right. Not little
Um,
businesses
no,
um like
imported goods and all
Fox
that.
Plaza. Yeah.
Yeah, like Fox Plaza.
Yeah.
But yeah, Escarte, we went there. Um, we didn't really plan it like that, but we kind of made a comment that if we meet there, it would be cool.
Yeah.
We did. Forgot to record it.
Right.
Our meeting,
Yeah.
which I have some footage that I'll release also.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found one pick there, which was a bit kind of surprising in a way.
Okay.
Um, which was a good pick, not my best one. And
Okay.
I can do you want me to start pulling it up?
Sure.
Yeah, it's this one right here. So I picked two albums there for $5 for
Okay.
both of them. First one, the I could have picked more, to be honest. but some of those albums I wasn't as familiar with, and even though they were big bands, but I wasn't that familiar with, so that meant that I didn't have the information. It was the first spot, so I didn't want to just go for it,
Yeah.
which I probably should have. Got this, the bad
Ooh,
boy,
nice. Yeah.
Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
Yeah.
Conditions not great.
Yeah.
You can see,
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah.
which the case we can, I can switch. I have extra cases, even
Yeah.
though this is the black case, which are a bit harder to find.
Yeah.
But the booklet is the one that you can see
Oh,
the
yeah. Yeah.
curves.
It's warped. Yeah. Yeah.
It's warped a bit,
Yeah.
but it's an 80s pressing, I think. So it's a good one.
Yeah.
Five for both. This was the other one, which
Ooh,
was a I
nice.
was a bit surprised there.
Yeah.
Arch Enemy,
Yeah.
Doomsday Machine. This is a repeat for me actually. I already owned this album,
Yeah.
but I picked it up for the challenge because it
Yeah.
was
Cheap.
good one. Condition on this one's way better. This
Oh,
one's
I could tell already.
pretty
Yeah.
solid
Yeah.
condition.
Yeah.
So yeah, those were my two picks, both of them for $5. So want to talk value yet, or we'll do that at the end? We'll
No,
probably
go
do
for
that
it.
at the
Go
end,
for it.
right?
No, no, go for it as we're doing it. I think that's
All
cool.
right.
For those two.
So
Yeah.
for those two, value, pick them up for five. Value is $12.
Okay. Which
Yeah.
is which? Like what's
Seven for the Sabbath and five for the Arch Enemy.
all right.
Yeah. Not
That's
too
pretty.
bad,
No,
but yeah.
dude, not at all. Okay. You
But
did a grand total for everything, right? Value.
I have a
Okay.
grand total value.
All right, I'm gonna start
How
off
about
with
you?
my find at Ascarate. Um, this is the one that I was telling you that it was a promotional only copy. Um, and I looked and I looked and really I could find um the value of it, I'll talk about the value in a second.
Okay.
But it was a tape, Blue Oyster
Oh,
Cult, Imaginos, uh, excellent condition for like
for a
everything, the
tape,
inner
yeah.
sleeve, everything was
Cool,
and
cool.
works. Sounds good. Uh, the value for this one, well, I bought it for three,
Okay.
which I was thinking it would be $1 or something like that. I tried talking the dude down. He was kind of he was like, nope, it was a hard three. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, man, we'll keep it at that. So, excuse me. So the value is at $4 for this one.
Okay.
So
Not too bad.
not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
It's
Again,
bad when it's less.
yes.
That's when it gets to be bad.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't hear the train right now?
No,
Okay, cool.
I think heard a whistle very like faintly, but no.
Yeah. It's the freaking um what is it? Noise cancellation, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it helps.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that was a Scott at the park.
Yeah,
So
and I saw that vendor. There were some interesting things. There was a red crocus
yes.
cassette there that
Yeah.
looked cool, but when I looked it up, it was basically $3 worth it, like
Same. Yeah.
something like that, and
Yeah.
scorpions and all that.
Yeah. You
But
want to
you
gain
you
value.
stop there first. Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to gain value. Perfect. All right. Next for me, right?
Yes.
So next up for me was Sound Decay Records. It's a small record shop in El Paso, downtown El Paso,
Hmm.
which is a pretty cool place.
Yeah, it is.
I liked it. They have a lot of underground stuff.
Yeah.
They have a lot of different kind of albums.
Yeah.
But I had already gone a month ago and I bought a lot of CDs from there, which were really good price and ones that I was missing from my collection.
Yeah.
So this time they had basically what I didn't pick up last time, at
Oh,
least in that section.
that's cool. Okay.
But I picked up a couple of things. Let me start with the CD that I picked up there, The
Ooh, the
Faceless
faceless. All right. Cool.
Planetary Duality,
Yeah.
for $5. It's the sleep cover
Yeah.
version. The sleep cover is damaged, as you can see.
Yeah.
but the actual CD's great. Like
Yeah, that's not really
condition,
a
like
big deal. Yeah,
the case
that's
and everything. It's like never played,
yeah.
basically.
I love those,
So
man.
yeah, this one is from the era of the faceless that I enjoy.
Yeah.
And then I picked up another album, which it's an album that we talked about uh the day that we met at Escarate, actually.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
That Kansas Leftoverture
Yeah.
record, the vinyl.
Yes.
It was actually cheaper than what we saw at Escarate. We saw it for $5 at
Yes.
Escarate, and the condition was really rough,
Oh, it was
really, really,
abysmal.
really
It
tough.
was
Yeah.
so bad. Yeah.
This one still has the price there, $4,
Fuck yeah.
and conditions very,
Great.
very good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say near mint, but very,
VG.
very good. Yeah, VG. Which, yeah, I mean, I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, it
Both
is.
of both of those come up to a total of, I think that was one of the better picks.
Mhm.
It comes to a total of let me just yeah, 1650 for both of them.
Oh, wow.
And I spent 9.
Yeah. Damn.
So
It's
yeah,
pretty
I
damn
didn't
good.
do as bad. Uh you heard me complaining by this point
Yeah.
that I wasn't doing that well. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and here's the thing: these are still good picks, but I'm really used to the bargain of the bargain bin,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
yeah, we've talked about how much of a bargain hunter I am. And
Yeah.
once, just a little note, I got for free um, a CD case full of like 50 loose CDs and 10 brand new CDs still wrapped, which was Metallica, Ride the Lightning, Metallica Master of Puppets,
Whoa.
the ones that were still new. In Flames, I don't remember which one, Decapitated, Cannibal Corpse, and a few of those. Like just because I'm in certain groups that do certain
Yeah.
bargain type of deals.
Damn.
So that was one of
That's
the picks
incredible.
that it's not what I'm used to, but it's probably one of the
Yeah.
best picks that I've
Yeah, for
had.
sure.
So when we're talking like barely doubling or less than doubling,
Yeah.
that's when I think like I'm probably not doing that great. But I
Yeah.
mean, this was my second pick,
Yes.
and for after this one, it was a hurdle.
Yeah. So I think you're gonna hate me for this one. This next one then.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Give me a second. I need to send you some pictures
Okay.
first because I know I told you. Uh, so let me see. I'll send it to you on Messenger,
Okay.
and let me see. So
Want me
there's
to open
one.
it first, or do
Yes,
you want me
yes,
to? Okay.
yes. Go for it. And then I'll end up sending uh the other pictures. But so you can see this lady
Okay.
was
Yeah.
selling a bunch of things, right? Well, let me send you the pictures so you can see.
Yeah.
They were selling over 200 CDs in a fucking crate. And they're this really awesome, really nice couple from Chicago, New York, and they're in Las Cruces, which is about
Okay.
45 minutes out of here. And basically, they were saying that they're going to move back to Chicago. There wasn't anything here for them after several years. They couldn't make friends, and they were a little bit older,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit older than me, mid 40s.
Okay.
They were in their mid 40s, and super nice. And so they were selling a bunch of them. And when I asked her, well, how many, would you be willing to sell it individually instead of the whole set together?
Yeah.
And she said yes. And so yeah, she said that she was willing to sell them for $1 each.
Whoa.
So I got a lot of them.
Yeah.
Uh, we're gonna go over that really quick. So I spent well, let's just say I got 20. I think I got 21 of them, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me,
Just with that pickup.
yeah. Let's see, one, two, three, four. Hold on, hold on. One, two, three, four. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, I think. 21 or 22. I'll figure it out right now. But let's
Yeah.
start really quick. Okay. I need to find a place for this stuff too. Uh,
Gonna go one by one, two by two.
yeah, sort of. Oh God.
Yeah, just with that pick, you
Okay.
probably destroyed all of mine.
It's possible. Yeah, I saw, especially if you look at the total value. Okay.
Yeah,
So first pick, Judas Priest, Jugulator.
nice.
Seeing this pressing from what I saw, was 1999, valued at 1999. Uh, Iron Maiden, self-titled.
Ooh, nice.
Um, these like this dude bought these CDs and I felt like he just fucking left them in a shelf.
Yeah, open them and put
Dude,
in the
it's
shelf.
like fucking brand spanking new. This
And
su-
it's what year is that press?
I don't know, but this one was 15. This one was worth 15.
Okay,
Um, and I know they're older because they have those, some of them have those codes that I was telling you about. Um,
okay,
right? Because they stopped doing those.
yeah,
I got Pantera, Official
nice.
Live 101, 101 Proof. Again, stellar condition. You could hear it that it was almost brand new, like he didn't open it. 998 value.
Okay,
Again, I bought these all for $1, so
so $1 each.
$1 each, yeah. And then I was able to get Iced Earth, The
Okay,
Glorious Burden. Again, brand fucking new. Hardly this one, I don't think he even opened it. It's like double disc.
oh yeah,
Um, the value for this one was 1055. So,
yeah.
and then we were talking about this record. I think they were selling this record for like 350 or 250 on Facebook Market. Remember I told you? I
Oh yeah,
sent you the
you
photo. I
mentioned
was
it.
like, "What the fuck
Yeah.
is that, dude?" Well, I bought it on CD for $1. Self-titled Dangerous Toys. Again, I had briefly mentioned to you that he's I don't think yeah, the singer from Watchtower, McMasters, he sang on this album. This is
Okay.
kind of like a heavier sleazy glam, um but a much more heavier, you know,
Yeah.
uh a good rockin' album too. The value for Dangerous Toys was 650.
650. Okay.
Not too bad. Then we're moving on to some Megadeth.
Megadeth.
Uh, Peace sells, but who's buying? Again, great condition. Uh, the value for this one was 13.99.
Okay.
Continuing with Megadeth, so far so good. So what? Again, the condition
Pristine. Like
is pristine. So far so good. So what was valued at $15?
okay.
Now, these I thought would have been more valued more, but turns out they weren't. He recommended I get these, and I had heard about them through Carrie as well.
Okay.
So these next two. Mindfunk
Oh,
uh,
interesting.
Dropped is the name of this one. And I know it's more, um,
Hmm.
geez, I don't know if it's like, all I know it's on Megaforce Records, but this one specifically is worth 497.
Okay.
And then their other one, their self-titled Mindfunk album, which is in very good condition as well, um,
Yeah.
was worth $5. Now
Nice.
we're coming to This one, which I thought was pretty good, right? Obituary,
Oh yeah,
cause of death.
that's cool.
Uh, again, another great fucking practically new.
One of their first
Yeah,
albums, right?
yeah. I think this might have been their second album, but yeah, like overall, killer condition. 1471.
Okay.
This one I thought was going to be worth a lot more, but
I
turns out it
mean, still a
wasn't.
lot.
Yeah.
14 for $1.
Oh no, no, the next one. My bad.
Oh, okay, okay.
The next one I thought was going to be worth a lot. Uh, Fight
Oh,
War of Words with Rob Halford, right?
okay.
Uh, really good condition. I think there's a little
Yeah.
bit of a crack right here,
Okay, I see it.
but that's not too big of a deal.
No.
Um, Again,
Yeah,
brand new.
the only bad thing about that crack is that they put the sticker
Yeah,
on that case.
the
So
hype
if you want to,
sticker.
yeah, so if you want to change the case,
Yeah,
yeah,
good luck, right? Yeah.
yeah.
For Fight, 425.
Okay.
Again, I thought it was would have been worth more. Uh, Another
Ooh,
Megadeth,
that's a good
Countdown to
one.
Extinction. Not my favorite, but I like it for sure.
Yeah.
Again, I like it. It's Capital and Combat Records,
Okay.
right? Again, pretty fucking pristine. Um, this one was worth $5.
Okay.
Moving on to Iron Maiden, Killers. Um,
Nice.
Again, great condition. It's like he never played them, dude.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's like he never fucking played them. They're just like brand new, no scratches. Um, this one was worth 1438.
Okay.
Let me get a drink.
Go ahead. For suspense.
Okay, so then we go with these kind of uh complete the uh, not complete anything for me because I don't have a lot of the albums. Now I do from
Yeah.
Testament.
Okay.
So Testament, The Legacy,
Cool.
again, some of the old school pressings.
Yeah.
Uh Not I don't think it's an original pressing per se. If it was, it would have been worth the $41 that I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
But it was 987.
Yeah. Still a good pick.
Yep. Again, continuing with more Testament, Souls Black, Souls of Black. Um uh, Again, very good condition, 550.
All right.
Testament, Practice What You Preach. Got to show the inside.
Nice. Great condition.
Yeah. This one is worth 750. Next one, The Ritual. Continuing with
Oh,
more Testament. I'm getting all the ones that, from what I've been told, I need to have, right?
yeah.
All the legendary ones. Because I don't listen to Testament all too much, you know. Probably just the Legacy.
Now you don't have a reason not to.
Exactly. Now I have all of this stuff with me. This one, The Ritual, is worth 485. Testament low.
Okay.
Again, very pretty solid condition, I would say.
Yeah.
Uh, this one is valued at 499.
Okay.
And we're gonna get into my favorite is band that everyone knows that this is my favorite band. Slayer,
Layer.
Seasons in the Abyss,
Okay.
or as I my friends like to say, and we like to tease, seasoning the obese. Uh, this is what is it worth? This one is $9.
Cool.
And you're starting to see the stack right here.
Yeah. It's gonna start covering your face.
Yeah. We got another Slayer, the
Okay,
infamous Rain and Blood, of
cool.
course. Uh, this is another in practically brand new condition. This one was worth 25.74. So this one was
Wow.
worth a
So that's
pretty
so far is the
the
best bet.
bigger.
Yeah.
Then these two are what I really wanted when I saw the pictures and I zoomed in and I was looking at everything that he had. And I
Yeah.
was like, there's no fucking way that people are gonna buy this because he had a garage sale. So he still sold a lot of CDs.
Okay.
I think they told me they had sold about 40 CDs
Okay.
at the garage sale. So I was like, fuck, well, let's see if they have anything left over. And then they had a lot.
Yeah.
So then they had Fate's Warning,
Oh, cool.
Parallels, um, again, practically brand new.
Yeah.
This camera sucks at fucking trying to focus and whatever.
Focus. Yeah.
Yeah. But this one was 489.
Okay.
And then one more and the final Fate's Warning, Inside Out.
Okay.
This one probably the least of the condition, only because the back's missing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But CDs in there, again, practically brand new.
Yeah.
This one was valued at $5.63. So let me
Pretty
do
good picks.
another count. Yeah. So let me do another count just to make sure. Let me go up this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. $22 basically spent. The value came out to $217.29
Wow.
for that. Yeah.
Tenfold.
Yeah. Yeah. So
What was I gonna?
far,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna ask if were any of those repeats that you already had.
Do.
I mean, probably a different edition or pressing,
They
right?
were all
But
different. Yeah, for sure. No, I think just the fight, but I don't know where mine is.
okay.
So all of them would be new to me. I don't have that Pantera 101 anymore. And I have the first Iron Maiden one. I do have that
Okay.
one, but not that one. The one I had is the one where it has the faces on the spine,
Oh, okay.
where it makes Eddie.
Yeah.
But this is like one of the old school ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, the other ones I've not had. So
Pretty cool pickup.
yeah, let's see. So 22. Where am I at? 325. Let's see.
And this was barely your second pickup, right? Your second purchase.
Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So yeah, man, that was barely my second purchase. And that was, you know, that was some shit right there, right?
Yeah.
And it sucked because on the way over there we got fucking hit hard with rain, dude,
Oh, yeah.
on I-10. Close to like Artcraft and over there, man, it was bad.
Yeah.
And people were driving like shit. And so we're like, dude, is this what the fuck am I doing? Like we kept asking ourselves. But yeah, no, it was fun. It was an adventure. Let's just say.
Yeah. Those are the ones that you get to tell. All right, should I still continue or should we just end here?
Ah, go for it. I want to hear your picks.
All right.
Yeah,
Next
it's funny.
pick. Let me see where I left this one. Okay. So my next one was Savers. Went
Okay.
over to Savers. Um, I found a few cool picks there. The probably most recent one I found was a Him album. My wife really loves Him.
Yeah.
But probably the weirdest pickup that I found there was a band called Stratosphere.
Okay.
It's not a stratosphere, it's Strata Sphere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stratosphere. Yeah.
and it's like a jazzy avant-garde prog metal band,
Oh, okay.
which is weird, to be honest, a bit
Yeah.
weirder
Yeah.
than what I like, and I really like weird bands. Um, but that album on Discogs was, when I last checked on it, like $60 or something, and I picked it up for
Whoa.
like $1 or two
Yeah.
bucks over there. So it was a cool pickup. But this time I picked up, let me see, because I was gonna be okay. This one was Earth
Oh,
Crisis,
okay. Yeah.
the hardcore band
Yeah.
Firestorm. It's an EP.
Yeah.
There's a sticker, 199.
Okay.
Then this one, Rasputina. I don't know if you've heard that band.
I don't think so. No.
It's actually it's not metal.
Yeah.
It's like kind of dark cabaret style.
Okay.
Like it's a band of cellos and singers, all female, but it's more of like a cabaret style, indie kind of gothic
Yeah.
uh, sound,
Yeah.
which I enjoy. I like them, and it was uh, not something was expecting to find there.
Right.
Now, same price, 199, the sticker in the back,
Yeah.
and I had a coupon for
Oh,
Savers for 30% off on media.
okay.
So it ended up being like a dollar 40 cents each. So $2.80. These two
Nice. Yeah.
was a nice pickup. Value is $13 on
Okay.
both of these. It's all right.
Damn. That's actually really good
Yep.
for those two, especially for 30% off.
Yeah. That coupon, I wish I would have seen, found more.
Yeah. 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 So this next place I had hit up was a thrift store that just opened up on Alameda, close to Yarborough.
Oh yeah, you mentioned
Close
it.
to yeah. So I went and you know what, with a lot of these thrift stores on Alameda, let's just say, or around El Paso,
Yeah.
dude, it's always closed, right? It's
Yeah.
usually just closed. So when I found this corner with like CDs, uh, I was going through it and I saw a lot of like um the usual like gospel country, just a lot of you know what I mean, Christian type stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know if someone got broken up with and they threw these CDs and donated these CDs, right?
Yeah.
So I it was two for a dollar.
Okay.
So
Two for a dollar.
two for a dollar, two for 99 cents.
You got the good deals.
Yes. So two for 99 cents. So uh I got six. So it's $3.
Okay.
Uh so the first one, let me put it, I guess keep it up here. First one, Amaranth
Oh,
or Amaranthi. I don't know how would you say that.
yeah.
Amar.
Amaranth.
So this is the maximalism.
Okay. I wouldn't have expected to find
Nope, that's what I'm saying.
Amaranth. Yeah.
Somebody got broken up with. Something happened. They donated again. Perfect fucking condition. Uh, I guess we could call it 50 cents because it was two for 99 cents, right?
Yeah.
Two for a dollar, basically. So this one is valued at $7.06.
Okay.
Uh, some more Amaranth,
Okay.
Massive Addiction,
Yeah.
which I really like this band too, by the way.
Yeah. That album, I think it's the one that I
Yeah,
think has some of the catchiest.
yeah, dude, yeah, super catchy. Really new or in very new conditions. I don't know if you could even see that.
Yeah.
This one was valued at $5. Again, continuing with more
Amaranth.
Amaranth. This one is Helix,
Okay.
pretty solid also. Uh, this one was valued at $10.04.
Okay.
And this is the first one I found there was Delane.
Delane.
Yeah, and this is the Moonbathers album.
Yeah, my wife loves Delaney.
Yeah, they're badass. So does my wife. She loves them.
Yeah, I've seen them a
Uh,
couple of times. Yeah.
yeah. It was a good show. Saw them with
Oh
Charlotte.
yeah, we saw. Yeah, we saw
Yeah,
them
yeah.
in the same place. Yeah,
Again, brand new.
nice,
This one was worth $9.41.
cool.
This next band I'm not too familiar with. Just some songs here and there, but I know that it's in the same vein of these other bands.
Okay.
So Within Temptation,
Within Temptation. Yeah,
Unforgiving, The Unforgiving.
yeah. Is that the one that is with just covers? Don't
Uh,
remember.
yes, it looks like it.
Yeah.
This one is valued at $5.88.
Okay.
Then I found, I think their most famous one,
Okay.
The Heart of Everything.
One of them. Yeah.
Uh, this is the one I think that's the most recognizable. This one is the enhanced CD one, so
Okay.
you put it on a DVD, I guess, and DVD player.
That's cool.
And yeah, again, pristine, very good condition. Uh, this one was valued at $5.92.
Okay.
Those totaled to $43.31, and really only paying uh, about less
Three
than
bucks.
$3. Yeah, about. Yeah. And so I got very lucky with that because I was just like, what are the fucking odds?
Yeah,
What are
and
the
you only had
fucking.
like $5 left by
Yeah,
this point, and you
yeah,
still had money left.
dude. And then it was funny because um it was just to go. I bet let's just go see.
Yeah.
We weren't even supposed to go. We were just we remembered that it opened and we just decided to go. And it sucked because it was humid as fuck in there, so I was sweating
Oh, I
fucking
can imagine.
profusely. It sucked, but that's part of it, I
Yeah.
guess.
And that's what happened with me on my next pickup as well, because
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
went to a lot of places. And on the behind the scenes video that I'm gonna be
Hmm.
sharing, you're
Yeah.
gonna be able to tell how my hair changes, how I start sweating,
Yeah.
and everything was humid, everything was hot and yeah.
Yeah.
So I went to a few spots in uh Doniphan Street.
Hmm.
These are some collectible stores and antique shops at some warehouses there in Doniphan and Artcraft.
Yeah.
Well, near Artcraft. And I was there for a bit. I There's like 5 or 6 different stores that had a few vinyl records or cassettes and everything. I had a few cassettes in hands that I had to dig through bins and everything. It was like John Jett and
Hmm.
a few
Okay.
other things,
Yeah.
which are cool. But they were asking like for $3 each as well, and I had to dig them from a bin, and then I checked them, and they were worth like $2 each. So I'm like,
Oh
no,
man.
I'm not picking those up.
Yeah.
Then I went to another store which had not really big, but had a good variety of vinyl, but everything was priced just like market value or a bit higher, which with my budget that I had remaining at this point was had like half of my budget, $15. And yeah, I mean, it would have been just one vinyl.
Yeah.
So that's when, after bust after bust and like not finding anything, I went to that spot that I sent you a video,
Yeah.
which is the Whoopie Bowl in El Paso. It's basically I-10 by Anthony or Vinton, around that area.
Yeah.
It's an interesting spot to go. I don't know if you've ever been there.
No, I've never heard of it. No.
Yeah, so it's like an antique mall
Okay.
inside,
Okay.
and there's a lot of antique shops there. And there's a whole section that almost half of the second floor is vinyl.
Oh
And I
wow.
saw you a video. I
Yeah.
sent you a video, I'm sorry, and you probably saw it.
Yeah.
Thousands
Yes.
of records.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. By this point, I noticed that like everyone in El Paso only listened to Linda Ronstadt,
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Rogers, and if it was CDs, Andrea Bocelli. Basically,
Yes,
that's all I found everywhere.
I saw that too. Yeah,
Yeah, and it was crazy. But in vinyl, there were a lot of like Christmas records,
of course.
Christian bands, um, like one hit wonders, or not even the full hit, but just like uh, uh, artists that released one or two records in the 60s or 80s, things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But I ended up finding two records there.
Okay.
One that I saw really quickly that I picked up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, Close to the Edge.
Nice.
So yeah, you can see it.
Hell yeah.
It's conditions not great,
Yeah,
but yeah, I picked it up either way. Let me open it up real
that's
quick.
a good pick, man. That's a good
Yeah,
find.
because it's a gatefold.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's
hell
the
yeah.
art.
That looks cool, man.
And then the sleeve that also says yes, but
Okay, so
this one's ripped. I don't want to damage it anymore, so I'll just
that's
put
funny.
it back in there.
Yeah, yeah. That's funny.
But one of the main things that happened there was condition. Condition. Sure, there are a lot of albums, and if you happen to find something, then you better pray it was good condition,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
yeah. And then the other one that I picked up there was, all right, this is the other one that I picked up.
Okay, cool. Stars.
Stars.
Yeah,
Later, here it is.
yeah.
And the sleeve on the inside is nice.
It looks
Yeah, the
very
sleeve
good
on the
condition.
inside, it's great condition. The
Yeah,
outside is it's all right.
yeah,
I had a few more things. There was a section of CDs that I already had a few. I was thinking probably vinyl in this condition, they're gonna sell it for $1. CDs probably $2 or $3. So I had a few CDs that I went and asked like the price and everything, and they wanted $7 for each CD
Oh shit.
and $3 for each vinyl.
Fuck.
So yeah, I had to leave a lot. I
Yeah,
spent over an hour there, like an hour and a half digging, and I only picked two, $3 each.
that's not bad.
It's not bad. Value ended up being, what is it? Rounding it up, basically, it's 22.50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, what CDs did you leave behind?
It was a Lamb of God, Joe
Okay.
Satriani. What else was there? It was things like that.
Yeah.
Nothing that I really wanted to keep.
Mm. That would have been
Add,
okay to leave behind.
yeah. So by this point, at what was it? My second pickup, Sound Decay Records. I had picked up another album that I didn't want to put
Yeah,
on the challenge,
yeah, yeah.
but I was really considering it because it
Okay.
was $7 for a CD, but it was Smashing Pumpkins. I'm a sucker for Smashing
Yeah,
Pumpkins.
yeah, that's cool.
And I was really considering just to get over with because it was hard on my
I
end.
know. Yeah. Well, it's because that's the thing is funny that we both had different, completely fucking different experiences.
Yeah,
Completely different. I mean, I fucking got so lucky with the Las Cruces um place, and then with the Alameda thrift store that we hit up, um, completely got lucky. And then I
yeah,
still had $2 left on my budget.
oh yeah,
So I went, we were just driving around. Actually, it was yesterday. Uh, and I was just like, well, let's just go to Goodwill. Let's go check just the one up on George Dieter.
okay.
And there I found a couple of records that I was shocked to find, kind of like how you found Yes. Um, so I found,
Ooh,
let's see, Yes, as well.
Oh, nice.
This is the Relayer album. It's a
Okay.
gatefold also. This one is in okay condition, pretty good, not too bad.
Yeah.
Uh, Same. Got the sleeve.
Yours is in way better condition.
Yeah, it looks good. Um, Dollar.
That's what I was expecting on my.
Yeah, that one is valued at $10. That
Okay.
pressing. And then I found a Emerson Lake and Palmer. Uh,
Interesting.
Tarkus.
Yeah.
No, no, no. The Relayer was worth 7.
Okay.
This Tarkus from Emerson Lake and Palmer was worth 10.
Got it.
This one is not so great condition.
Yeah.
It's, I would say, fair to,
Yeah.
it's got a couple of things here. And it has just a plastic the
A plastic
sleeve.
bag. Yeah.
And I think this is a Mexican pressing as well.
Okay.
So I thought that was really interesting to see that.
Yeah, that's
Um,
cool. Honestly, I don't. I saw a few of their albums, but I am not familiar with them, so I
yeah.
didn't look it up.
Which place so I can go look for because I
They were
like
not cheap. They were like
oh, okay.
market
Ah,
value.
that sucks. All right. Well,
That's
it's
good.
because it's like, it's progressive rock. If you like Yes, you'll probably like Emerson, Lake and Palmer. It's just more of that kind of thinking man's prog,
Yeah,
versus I don't know, but I like stuff like that. So total value for everything that I bought within the budget was $281.60.
that's cool.
Uh, and yeah, that was it. Stuff that I did buy though, that was outside of my budget, or not outside my budget, but what do you call it? Just for to buy
Yeah, outside of your of the challenge.
was the Doobie Brothers
Okay.
with Minute by Minute, which I liked this a lot because it's just like yacht rock.
Yeah, that's
This
cool.
one is at All That Music,
Yeah, I saw the sticker.
$10. And then Helix, No Rest for the Wicked. Um,
Cool.
it's just kind of like your heavier like type of glam or old school heavy metal, I would say.
Yeah.
And that one was $8. But yeah, I just when I go to All That Music, I also always look for what are called considered deals, I would say.
Yeah.
Um, which is difficult. There, especially, it's very difficult.
Yeah, I used to
Uh,
love their old location where they had a lot of used uh, CDs and
yeah.
records and everything.
Oh, that reminds me. Let me get it really quick. 1 second.
Sure.
So the other CDs that I bought, since you're talking about that they have used CDs,
Yeah.
these are the ones I did not have, and so these were 650 each.
Okay.
Same trip that I did to All That Music. This is AC/DC Live. The
Cool.
I think it's 80. When was this recorded? 80 something or 92, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when it was released. Uh, I this to me, I love the way this one sounds. It's super chunky, super heavy, AC/DC. And then I bought Big Hits and Nasty Cuts from Twisted Sister.
Oh, nice.
Uh, so it's basically their
That's fun.
greatest hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm a sucker for Twisted Sister. I like them a lot. Um, so that was my trip to All That Music.
Cool. All right. Last pickup. I was struggling. I so in between, I went to a record shop in Juarez.
Right.
I went to Atomic Wax. I went to even FYE because sometimes
Wow.
I found a few things there
Yeah.
used in the past,
Yeah.
but nowadays it's empty. Couldn't find anything. I was rethinking my strategy and just scrolling through Facebook Marketplace. I saw someone selling some uh, like a bulk of CDs and DVDs together. So I asked, like, hey, they had a list of prices and everything. So hey, would you take $8 for it for three of them? And they were like, yes. But at this point, I had like $7.50 left.
Okay.
I offered eight,
Yeah.
so I'm 50 cents over my
Oh, okay.
the $30 budget,
Okay. Okay.
which yeah, I mean, doesn't matter you give it to me or not, right? By at this point,
That's funny, dude.
but yeah, I got
Okay.
Cinderella, the
Okay.
extended versions.
Yeah.
Um, it's all right condition.
Yeah.
This one they had it for $2.
Nice.
Then we have Alice in Chains,
Classic.
faceless.
Yeah.
Uh, is it facelift?
Facelift.
Facelift. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. And then this one's a pretty solid condition.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, $3. And let's see the CD. Yeah, great
Yeah.
condition.
Yeah.
And just because I needed to finish my budget, and probably the one that called my name, like my attention first,
Yeah.
out of the bunch,
Oh, hell
Pantera.
yeah.
Powers from
Nice.
Hell.
My
Five
favorite.
bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I said that just because I needed to end it because this was the higher priced one
Yeah.
at $5 and the worst condition one.
Oh, no way.
Is yeah,
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah,
falls
yeah.
apart a little bit, but I can change this
For
really
sure.
quickly,
Yeah, yeah.
which is good. But the CD is great. It's just the case. CD is like never played,
Yeah.
basically. So $8. The value on these, the Pantera. Say the other reason why I said just because I need to end it because it's worth $6.75 on
Gotcha.
Discogs. So it wasn't much of a gain, but it's still a gain.
Yep.
Alice in Chains worth $7,
Ooh, all right.
and this $2 Cinderella worth $7.
Oh shit. Okay.
So yeah, they didn't price them correctly, but they knew what would catch the
Yep.
attention more.
Yeah.
So yeah, total value of all my pickups, $83.51. Still
Okay.
win, right? From
Yes.
$30.
Oh, hell
Still
yeah.
a win. Still great pickups.
Yes.
Just not the deals that I'm used to.
Right.
I'm used to deals a little bit less good than the ones you got,
Yeah, yeah.
but still that was more what I was expecting. Something in between what I got and what you got.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, by any means, I think this shows that even if you're doing it the way that you're going to physical stores,
Hmm.
there's still good deals to find. There's still
Yeah.
good media, but everything's a bit more curated. Everything's a little bit more selected in the sense that they're checking the prices more often.
Yeah.
The market that is going up because physical media is having a resurgence,
Oh yeah, for
thankfully,
sure. Yeah.
but also that makes it harder to find great deals.
Yeah.
That's probably my conclusion on this
Well,
challenge.
it's what's interesting is like, you go and typically on a regular trip, if I went to all that music, excuse me, I'd probably be 80, 60 to $80 deep
Yeah.
just on one trip alone, you know? And that's why I find interesting to do something like this. But I got lucky. Uh, Something like that doesn't happen all the time where somebody who's moving away and they're selling their
Oh
music.
yeah.
I know that's funny because the guy's wife, which by the way, shout out to Jason and uh hope you guys do good in Chicago. Hope you're listening to this episode, by the way.
Shout out.
Yeah. And you don't always get those kinds of deals. They were selling everything, guitars and
Oh,
um
cool.
an amp, and just all all kinds of things. So I don't know. I think the stuff that I got most excited about was the Fates Warning albums. Having a good solid chunk of Testament to my collection now.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm excited to listen to the Mindfunk albums because I know they're highly recommended. And but again, I think it's a matter of right place, right time because you scoured. I mean, you were just everywhere looking around, and you
Yeah.
know you were within your budget pretty much because I mean those 50 cents are negligible or negligible.
Yeah.
I can't say that word, but but it's not a big deal. You did pretty fucking good, man. Um, what's funny is like the Alameda thrift store. Like I wasn't even supposed to go,
And probably you stopped
and
there not thinking about the challenge.
no, I was thinking about it, but like let's see what I find. Like a ver.
Yeah.
If I find something and
Like not really thinking you were going to
yeah,
find
yeah,
something that
because it was like, come on, it's gonna be clothes. It's gonna be fucking old fucking tech, and
baby clothes.
we did find an interesting uh DVD case with
Okay.
some weird like burned copies of videos and stuff on it
Yeah.
that had titles of it. And we're like thinking, oh, should we just buy it just so we can see what the fuck this dude? Because he had like um Providence Hospital, those bastards ripped me off. And it was just like a
What?
DVD of that. Yeah, it was like weird thing, something S&M video.
Whoa.
And I don't know what it could have meant, adult stuff, or it was just like he had two different words in there. Like, I don't know. It was a
Yeah.
very interesting, but we didn't end up getting we didn't get it though, because kind of
Yeah.
creeped out to see what we would find.
Curiosities can sometimes
Yeah,
curiosity kill the cat, as they say,
right,
right?
exactly. So I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole. And
Yeah.
then we did hit up a uh an estate sale.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, there were some CDs, it was like $1. But they were this lady was really into like uh fucking country Christmas and
Yeah.
the like you said, Andrea Bocelli, what's his name?
Yeah, Andrea Bocelli.
A lot of that, a lot of country, just a lot of stuff like that. Um, and I stopped going through the CDs. I got really bummed out and depressed when I saw this one CD that was burned, and I don't know if it was a son or daughter who made it for them and said, "Songs for my mom."
Oh,
And that was it. I was like, I'm putting this back.
yeah.
I don't want to be there for that,
Estate
And
sales are
yeah,
depressing sometimes.
yeah. And this was by the Treywood and Lee Trevino,
Yeah.
that area. And it was a big fucking house, dude. There was literally a tree inside the house.
Whoa.
Like they
That's
had
cool.
a huge, like a lot of plant life and a lot of stuff like that. But it was huge. It was like a huge, I don't know if it was like 10 by 10 space with
Yeah.
a tree growing up to the ceiling where it was just like glass.
Okay.
And it was just so weird. It's just super interesting to see shit like that.
Yeah.
But like again, going to, estate sales, because like I know I see people that go and they flip stuff, they buy stuff and they flip it, and that's how they make money, I guess. And it's
Yeah.
kind of it's a way to make money, I guess. I feel like it's almost like a sleaze bag thing, like a sleazeball move. But when like I went to one and this guy bought all these cool video games, like old school video games,
Yeah.
um, GameCube, PlayStation, a lot of old stuff from the early 90s, uh, late 90s. And he was on he took a fuckload of games on his arm, and he called his buddy, how much is this one worth? How much is
Oh,
this one
yeah.
worth? And so he did that shit. And I was like, man, fuck you, dude.
If you
Like,
do that, at least you gotta know what you're doing. Like
yeah,
not just.
Yeah.
that way.
And these are the dudes that go to Fox Plaza. They have those fucking tents set up, and it's like, oh, this is a cool game. $80. I'm not gonna pay 80 fucking dollars
At a flea
for
market.
yeah, at a flea market for a fucking game. Are you kidding me? Like, no, don't,
Yeah.
no way, dude. So people who do stuff like that, I know they have to make their own money, but they need to be reasonable.
Yeah.
We saw that Dangerous Toys vinyl record. I don't know if it was new or sealed or whatever, but he was like selling it for 350 originally, I believe, or was it
It was like 400 and then
originally, right?
yeah.
Um, I just don't see how, you go to bed at night when you do shit like that. Like you're
I mean,
comfortable doing that.
I think they probably go to bed easily because they don't sell it. They don't actually sell it
That's why
if
it's
they're
been
not
there
being
for a long time,
reasonable.
huh? It's
Yeah.
been there. I keep seeing it there. And
Yeah. There's two parts of this also when people don't know what they have. So people don't know what they have, and sometimes sell it for really, really cheap.
yeah,
And sometimes people don't know what they have and they want to sell it for really expensive when it's not really worth that much.
that's something that I've noticed a lot with like TVs.
Yeah.
They're like flat screen TVs, but they're like old 2010 flat screen TVs, and they're selling it for over $100, worth 20 tops.
Yeah.
And yeah, so the Dangerous Toys he was selling it for, um, he says it's an original pressing. He was selling it for 450. I can't see it. It's too bright. Um, he was selling it for 450,
Yeah.
and he ended up just lowering it to 400, which is not like it's any better.
I
Uh,
know.
so that's kind of I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand these people. So,
Yeah, because
uh,
we talked about that one, and the median in Discogs is like $85, which is still high for vinyl. But the highest it's like 150. So that's probably as high as you can go, even if it's sealed. Like,
yeah, it goes to what you were saying. Um, just because you think something is old doesn't mean that um, you think it's vintage.
yeah,
Doesn't always mean vintage prices. We hit up
for sure.
a coffee shop in Las Cruces in their market that they had on a Saturday. We went inside and they were selling like some band T-shirt, from I don't know, if it was like Nirvana or some band like that,
Yeah,
and it was like over $100 for a shirt, just a fucking shirt, like. And people are out there who are assholes and
you'd
they'll
be
fucking
sur
buy it.
you'd be surprised how the market of vintage t-shirts, how expensive shirts go.
Yep.
I've seen like old movies like a Godzilla t-shirt from the 90s go for over like $100 as well, things like that. And the thing is, there's demand. If there's demand, there's going to be people selling
Yeah.
it for that price.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's why we do challenges, or we try to do, like you say, look for deals and find stuff that's cheap, because that's, I mean, relatively cheap.
Yeah, no, I mean reasonable price, reasonably priced.
There you go. But I don't know, I think we did pretty good overall. Like you said,
Yeah.
for being $30, you had 83, you said?
Yeah, I
Uh
mean between both of us it was like $300, right? I'm saying it like that because
yes.
it sounds better for me.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It was actually, it would have been over almost 400, dude.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Almost 400, because I
Because it
had
was 200
281.
and something just for you.
281, yeah. So I got more stuff to listen to, and that's also the exciting part. But it's kind of like when you buy video games on I'm like
On
in the
sale.
PlayStation market.
Yeah.
I'll buy a fuckload of games that are on sale, and then I leave it there on queue, and I'll like, all right, this is what I'm gonna be playing, hopefully, and then end up playing Fallout or Skyrim for
All over
300
again.
hours. Yeah, all over again. So it's a cycle.
That's cool. I think we should do this twice a year would be cool, like
Hmm.
around this time and around the holiday season.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Those are probably
We'll
two good times to do a challenge
we'll
challenge like
follow it up
this.
again when we're on vacation, Christmas
Yeah,
vacation. All right. Well, I think this is a good place to cut it then.
perfect.
Hopefully everyone, hopefully, I mean, maybe someone joined and or did the challenge too, and they can hit us up and we can talk about it. So, all
Yeah.
right. All right. Well, let's cut it. I'll see you guys next time. Buy the ticket, take the ride. Peace.
See ya.